Hey everyone, welcome to the first of many commentary guides to the Ghost of Tsushima Legends raids. We'll start here with the chapter 1. Here we have Ethan, Steve and Paul with me, and if you briefly see in the lobby, we have one class each, and there's a good reason for that, and it's pretty much for the very end of this chapter with the 4 ascensions. So right here I'm playing as the healer Ronin, and I'm going to run through with you how to play the raids chapters 1 to 3. So right here on the first part, we go straight to the first chest. We don't do the puzzle first because, but it's optional, you can always do the puzzles first, which involves the 3 crystals, or you can do the chest. So, but we decided to just do the chest first, get it out of the way. As you can see, Ethan here is having internet troubles, so I said it's okay, we can continue with just the 3 of us, because for the large part of chapter 1, it's possible to play through with 3 players. It's only at the very end that you really need 4 players, so I said let's carry on. And so the first chest is here. You swing across and find this cave, and you see the first chest. Now, a common strategy that we do here is to have one person standing by the entrance of the cave, while 2 persons at the chest will drop a smoke to conceal themselves. That way, the enemies will cluster towards the person standing by the entrance of the cave, and to have a good cluster and to have an easier time wiping the treasure guardians. So once we're done with the first wave, we can proceed with the first part of chapter 1. In the Trials of Io, this is also known as chapter 1 Overlook. Now the objective of this puzzle is to find 3 crystals that are hidden in these eggs, and you have to crack them open by killing 2 enemies close to it, so that the bodies will explode and crack them open. So we have 1 cracked now, and we will need a second enemy close by to try and break it open. And this is where using a wind katana with wind master will help immensely to kick them closer to the eggs to crack them open. But even if you use other katanas, is fine as well, because wind katana I know is not a very popular choice, but if you're good with it, then a wind katana will be very useful here. And that's the healer Ronin in action, healing everybody. Now that the crystal is revealed, Paul here, he's playing the assassin, and he just uses group vanish and his chain vanish to trigger an extended vanish, so that the enemies don't see us while we carry the crystal to the front of the entrance here. And once that duration is gone, this is where the Ronin, the samurai and the assassin bomb packs will help immensely to disperse the enemies. So Steve is playing as the hunter, and he doesn't have bomb packs, so it was most ideal for him to carry the crystal, while Paul and I used our bomb packs to disperse the enemies. Now the first crystal is down. Now we're going for the second, which is somewhere in the middle here, with a wide open area. So again, we need to kill 2 enemies close by. That was 1. And I think we got the second here. Yeah, we do. And that's the crystal again. And again, Paul with his assassin group vanish.
A bit too far from that, but it's okay.
And if you are smart about this, you can assassinate a weak enemy close by to chain vanish that group vanish and extend the duration whilst carrying the crystal up to the main entrance. Now the second crystal is down. Now time to work on the third one, which is closest to the entrance, over here. Same thing, 2 enemies.
Oh,
So
shit.
that's 1 enemy down. And the second.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Oops. So
Oh,
Steve
here
went
comes.
down.
I don't even
Picking him
bother
up.
and, steal it.
Now for the raids,
Oops,
it
I
doesn't
got
matter
this.
who kills the most. It's all about teamwork and communication. So it's okay that I carry the crystal. And there we go, 3rd crystal's down.
Okay.
And that's the end of the first puzzle, also known as Overlook in the Trials of Io. And we can move on to the next area, which involves a little bit of teamwork and platforming.
This switch.
So 1 person holds the switch here to bring up the platforms,
Don't you dare kill me.
while another person holds the switch at the other end, so that I can go over. It's at this point that Ethan finally got his internet back up, so we just have to wait for him a little. And this is how it looks like holding the switch from up here.
That was a close one.
Okay,
Okay.
once the whole team's across,
Yeah, let's go.
we'll head right to the second chest, which is by the cave here on the right. Paul's already there, standing by. So just gotta be a little careful here because of these gaps in the cave. So same strategy, we smoke by the chest, someone stays by the entrance, and we try to cluster the enemies as close as possible, so it makes it easier for us to clear the chest.
Sweet.
And second chest is done, so now we move on to the next area. The second set of platforming involves the red eyes of Io. So do not get trapped in these red eyes, or you'll need someone, a teammate, to break you out either by using their katana, their bow, or
Ow!
their bomb packs.
Okay.
Or if you're playing with a blowgun with your assassin, then that helps as well.
Much better attempt.
Now, keep a lookout for your teammates, make sure they're okay. If they need help, if they're trapped, you can shoot them out from here, or throw your bomb packs. If they go down or they die, then you might need to track back and pick them up. So yeah, as you can see, we're a little rusty here, but still worked out fine. And now we move on to the next area, which is also known as the village. And for this part, we just need to clear the enemies first before the proper puzzle begins. So everybody split up and kill enemies. If I'm not wrong, there should be 17 enemies in here, so you know what, I never really counted, but I'm sure the speedrunners will tell you it's around 16 or 17 enemies. It's okay. Also keep a lookout for the red eyes. If you get trapped, just call out for help. Everybody works as a team here. Oh, and if you've been playing survivals, you might recognize this place as Twilight and Ashes, which is modeled after this part of the level anyway. So now that we've cleared all the enemies, it's time to gather at the soul well. All 4 players must be at the soul well first before the puzzle begins, which is right over here. So now the objective of this puzzle is to bring souls back into this soul well in order to open the door right behind there. And you first do this by killing disciples, which will give you 10 souls, and from there you can kill smaller enemies to pick up 2 more souls each. And the longer time you take to go back to the well, your soul starts to deplete. So here I am going after the first disciple here. They're easy to kill. It's just one hit and they're dead. And they drop this pack of souls here. So I've just picked it up and I'm going after the second disciple, which is somewhere in the middle here. Now I'm slowing down because of this red eye. Yeah, I got myself a little stuck there, but okay. So the second disciple is here.
No, that's I'll stay in the pool.
That's the pack of souls, and now I'm carrying close to 20. I got Paul to hold the platform for me, so it's an easy way to get up.
That's right. You're just coming.
And bring it back into the middle. Now you see the number of souls starts to drain, and the door at the back there is filling up with blood or souls, however you want to call it. And that's the objective of the game, is to fill the entire door with souls before it opens. So you can see the red mist that's emanating out of the hut over there. Those are the disciples, and we take turns to head out there to kill the disciples and bring it back here. Now do not step out of the soul well, do not leave it empty, because every time it does that, the souls will start to drain again, and it will just take a longer time for you to clear this puzzle. So have at least one person stay at the soul well at all times. Okay, so now we have another disciple here. I'm going for it. Swipe. Just one kill, it's not as difficult. And now I'm killing all these smaller enemies. Every kill I make will give me 2 more souls. There's no need to pick them up. As soon as you kill an enemy, you get 2 additional souls into your possession. So once it's good, I'll come back into the middle again, drain the souls into the well, and now we can see we're halfway there. And so now that I'm left with 6, I just stepped out to kill this cluster of enemies. Just see how many souls I can have. From 6, and now I have about 18. So I killed about 6 enemies there.
How far are we?
And that will make our job a lot easier, and just clear this puzzle as quickly as possible.
I think that would be enough.
Oh shit.
While you're on the middle at the soul well here, you can communicate with your teammates and tell them where the disciples are, so they can be on their way. Now, I'm the only person here, so it's best that I stay in the soul well, so that they don't get drained unnecessarily. And here's the switch. That will bring up this platform here. So again, communicate with your teammates if someone needs the platform to come up. And that's it. That's the end of the village.
Alright, let's go for the 3rd chest.
And now we proceed into the next area. That will be the 3rd chest, which is right up this ledge over here.
I'll stay outside.
The twins are here.
For this chest,
Nice.
the twins are the only archers, so they can be a bit of pain of the ass, so try to keep a lookout for them. And because they tend to fly around the cave here, so just keep a lookout. It's not that difficult if you're an experienced survival player. Now for this part, it's rather annoying platforming. 2 people have to split left and right. They will hold these switches to bring up these platforms, and 2 people go down the middle. I'll try to show an overview how it looks like. So here I am crossing over. And that's Ethan and
Yes, look.
Steve
Paul,
over there.
Take left, I go right.
Now, when they are standing
Steve, come over
on
here.
the switches up there, the red eye will pass by both of them. So
Sorry,
you
I
have
got
to
I got you.
help each other to, break each other out with your bombs or your bows or your blowgun, whichever class you're playing.
Okay.
And then over
Taking
here,
top
there's two
switch. Oh,
switches, one by the bottom
Okay, I'm
level
ready.
and one
I
by the top
need
level.
someone to
So you see
get
here,
me
I
out.
am getting
One,
trapped,
Steve or Ethan. Yes.
and I just called out
I got
to
you.
Ethan
Got
for
you.
help. Here he comes,
Can you hit
tossing out a
Michael
few
with
bombs
the
so that I can
logo?
break free.
Yes.
Yes, and then let them cross over.
Nice.
Once they're over, there is a switch on their side to bring up these platforms. Mine's over here, and there's one for Paul on the lower level as well. So on the top level here, you have to scale these walls
Oh, shit.
and go
I'll
across.
let you across first. That's what we
Now
can
watch
do.
out for the red eye and this enemy over here. Okay, once this is done,
I got you. I got you.
I'll let Paul here, at the bottom level, to swing across, just to save a little bit of time. Once it's across,
Alright.
I'll let Ethan and Steve over. And so now I'm getting trapped. I need their help to break me out. And once that's done,
Nice.
Paul will be ready. He has a switch up there for us to swing across
Not
with
yet.
these platforms.
You guys go down.
I'll stay here.
Alright.
Okay, once everybody's across, then Paul can come down. And a little more platforming, of course. This one's easy, it's just a switch on the right. Bring up this platform. And then a switch
It's kind
here
of fun, right? Just to notice that we don't even
to bring the
need,
rest over.
you know, you go here, you
Okay.
go there. Just happens.
This part
Yeah.
is the road to the fourth chest. It's quite well hidden.
What to do.
So if you see at this front door here, there are 4 symbols. 2 moons, 1 sun, 1 storm. So these are the attunements that you have to pick up and destroy the totems in this part of the level.
I don't remember the order.
And
Yeah, we
don't forget there are
This is
2
orange.
blue attunements to break, so I got Paul to
I'll take
pick
the
up
green
the orange
I'll
one
take the
first,
green
while I pick up the green one. Look at the symbols. Once you pick up an attunement, the symbols are gone. So you need someone who hasn't picked up the
Orange.
attunements to tell you what symbols are the platforms.
Yes.
But we are an experienced team here, so we already know what these colors are.
Orange, green, orange.
It's always the same, so once you play more often, you don't really need anyone to tell you what color are these. Once we're over, that's the totem that I need to break. And right behind the green totem
Yep,
is
okay.
the crystal.
I'll take the crystal.
This will lead us to the fourth chest.
Another one?
Now, there is only 1 blue attunement to pick up, but 2 blue totems to break. So one person has to stay here. The first one gets the blue one
Okay, you
to
guys
break
all,
at the middle
break
level,
the totals
and then the
and
second
we do the fourth
person picks up the blue attunement again, goes all the way to the ground level to break the second blue totem.
chest. Okay,
And
we
once all that is
do
broken,
fourth
the door will
chest.
be open into the last area, but we won't be going there. We will be doing the
Something
fourth
like
chest,
following me
which is what my crystal does. I'll
behind.
go through
Okay.
this well-hidden passageway that will bring up these platforms, and that leads us to the fourth chest.
So I'll stay here.
Paul, where are you?
I hate
Oh.
proceeded forward.
I'm here waiting for you guys. I wanted to come to the safe zone because I wanted to take a piss. So I'm waiting by the attunement station.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Archer.
Got it.
and that's the 4th chest done. And I will end the first part of chapter 1 guide over here. I hope this helps. Stay tuned for part 2 with the 4 ascensions, and you'll see why I recommend playing with 4 different classes, and of course the 5th chest before the end of the chapter.
Okay, stop here.
And I'll pause right here. I'll see you in the second part. Thanks everyone. Happy reading.
Okay, 30 minutes.